Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Mousy, the ultimate SL clout chaser. Thank you guys so much for being here. So, why are we here today? We are here today to go over my gotcha sales for December 2024. And I thought it was important to go over these sales, even though I did decide to make these videos kind of like, I don't know, every other month or quarterly, something like that. I think it'll garner more interest versus every single month, but we'll see how it goes. So number one, gotcha sales are up. Let me just take you out of your misery and just tell you that right now. Like gotcha sales are definitely up, so I'm super excited about that. And yeah, so I'm really happy about that. I was shopping earlier for like New Year's Eve dresses for SL because I've had some friends like Adore. Shout out to Adore La Femme. If you guys are not watching Adore's Next Top Model, make sure to tune in. I'll put the link down in the description below. Like that show is amazing. I guess judged the first episode. I wish I could have done more, but yeah, it's a great show. It's been running for some years now. I know it takes a lot of work. It's a labor of love for sure. So if you guys like it, definitely come check it out. And yeah, that's why we're here. And I think we're gonna go over to Olivia Dark, one of the clout chasers and people who support this channel and is watching it. She just recently started her own gotcha shop, and I want to go through there. And we were gonna talk about the prices in her marketplace to see if there were any ways that she can improve. One way that she can improve for sure is that she needs to blast more to the groups. I don't see her presence anywhere in the groups, but we'll get to that shortly. And I'll just remind you guys of what groups you can blast into. All right, so where are we? Guys, it's December 30th. We only have a few more days of the new year. I go back to work on January 6th. I think like as of January 2nd or 3rd, I do have to work from home, but I've been off and I've just like been resting and enjoying my vacation and just getting much needed cuddles in and catching up with family members and friends and watching shows and just being like loved on and supported. And I really needed it during this time. So that's been pretty amazing. I definitely feel like well rested. I think that's the best way to describe myself towards the end of the year. I think I've learned a lot this year. Or some ideas or ideologies have been reinforced in me, within me. Number one, I will take this away because I was working so hard in Second Life to get my YouTube channel off the ground and kind of reestablish it. But to me, it feels like the crowd who kind of like was like into SL YouTube and wanted to know about the new shopping events and wanted to know about the new head releases and the new bodies and things like that. I don't feel like that crowd exists. I do feel like things are a little bit different in SL right now. Like there is a lot of fatigue as it comes to the shopping and all the shopping events and things like that. There, you know, people are a little tired of that. And I love shopping, so I'm always going to cover a shopping event like as I feel to do it because I just like shopping. I enjoy it, and if I find something that I want to share with you guys, I'll definitely share it with you guys. But I don't think that's a big enough draw for this channel. I thought about going back to Avi Creations for a second. I'm not closed off to it, but it's just like not on the top of my priority list because it does take a couple days. It does require to know where to get certain things for free or things to make your Avi look more unique. And I think I have a better grasp on it, but I am just not sure. If you guys want to see me make Avi bills, please let me know down in the description below. I'm just at this point where I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this channel. So going back to the biggest lesson that I learned this year is that I was really focusing on doing certain things. I'm always focused real life on my financial budget and growing my net worth. For my son, I'm always focused on like developing his skills, like packing him full of skills, making sure he has really good grades, really good foundation, especially in math and sciences, so that he's not struggling the next year. I feel like it's just a blink of an eye, right? All this time, like our 20s went by in a blink of an eye. Our 30s pretty much are coming up into our 40s. That will go by in a blink of an eye. Like all of these things will just life will pass us by. So it's just my goal to always be better than I was the year before. And so that's what I want to do. But going back to what I was saying, because I get really distracted, is that all of a sudden my Instagram, which I paid no attention to and had like 30 followers at the beginning of the year, I started investing a little bit of time and energy in it, and it's taken off and it's doing so well. It's almost close to 2,000 followers, and I'm really excited about that because that does help my business. It helps my sales. It helps a lot of things. So I don't know if I necessarily want to work on Instagram because I'm not working on it per se. It's just that I'm posting as I feel inspired. Like anything that I've ever posted, to like intimate moments with a partner, to shopping or showing off an outfit or anything like that. It's just that I'm feeling inspired by a song or something that was made in SL that's just like moving me, and that person's becoming my muse in the moment. So yeah, it's just interesting to me that sometimes you don't need to have to like try so hard. There are other avenues. Like sometimes you think that you're going this linear path and you're, checking things off your list, objective one, two, three, and that's going to get you to your final destination. And I'm always in awe and wonderment of how, like, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, spirit, like, we don't know what's in store for us. Like the best is yet to come. And it's so important to tell yourself that and remind yourself of that. Like the best is yet to come. The things that we think are going to make us like super. Wait, hold on. It sounds like someone's in my house. Hold on a second. Uh, that's weird. Hi. It sounded like the elevator went off. That's why I was like, she's probably trying to get to the karaoke place downstairs. I like the PBR in her dress. Yes. I'm curious what's fixed. She might be looking for the karaoke place. Let me just send her. Don't laugh at my spelling, guys, because I'm like such a like chat GBT speller at this point. Okay, yeah, both floors are mine. Okay, she'll figure that out. All right, guys, so let's getting back. So that's one of the things that I learned. Like, you can't plan for the best thing that's going to happen for you. Like, it could quite possibly happen without you even expecting it. So that's number one. And I gave a small example. There's plenty of examples in my life that I can give for that. Number two, and I told you, like, recently I had a situation that felt like a dream and it felt really real and it felt involved and full of potential and was super exciting, like literally turned to a nightmare overnight. And it's just like some of the things that I discovered along the way was like just quite shocking and appalling and disappointing, like just super disappointing, because it's just like I really fucked with you. Like I really wanted the best for you. Like I wanted the best for us. Like I really was invested in this, our friendship and our relationship and your overall well-being and my well-being and how that'll culminate and come together. So what I will say is this, when it comes down to like disappointing yourself or disappointing someone else, I think that I was kind of reminded that it's important that we disappoint others. Like, I have worked way too hard on myself. Like, I've invested too much in myself over the years. Like, when I say, like, when it comes to, like, just everything, like health, wealth, skill set, placement in life, all these things, like, I've been so intentional about these things for so long, and I've sacrificed a lot of good times to have to develop myself as a human being to a person that I would be absolutely proud of. And I think that's where I am now. I am proud of myself. I do have a long way to go. I do have things about myself that need to be fixed, but I cannot, like, self sacrifice is not in my dictionary. It's just not. Like, I can't sacrifice my mental health, my overall well being, my comfort level, my security, my safety. I can't risk exposing anyone into my life into into anything that's toxic or unhealthy. So unfortunately, like, if it comes to disappointing myself or someone else, like, you're going to be the one that's disappointing, because I'm not abandoning myself under any circumstance, period, ever. Like, that's just what it is. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is consistency does matter. Like, Angel and I had an interesting conversation. We were talking about the YouTube channel, and she was like, the algorithm in YouTube is very different. How you promote your shorts and how you have to tie all these things into each other all matter. And you have to, like, sit down and invest the time, and you can't be a bingeist. And I was like, you think I'm a bingeist? She's like, yeah, like, you binge things that are going very well for you, but when things are not going well, like, I'm getting a phone call. I'm just going to send it to a voicemail or just say, please text me. And when things are not going well for you, like, you give up. Like, and she was giving the store as an example. I was like, no, girl, I've been making stuff like every week. I'm super proud of that, guys. Like, everything I've made in my non-gotcha store, because, yeah, creator, what, who, where? I guess I'm a creator, I guess. So, yeah, I'm like super proud of the accomplishments I've made there, but I think that Angel's right. Like, I think it's we have to make a distinction for ourselves. Like, is something not worth doing because it's not popping off the way we want it to, or because we're not investing time to, like, really learn the ins and outs and really succeed in the area because we're getting a little bit of resistance. So that's another thing that I learned. I have to push past my resistance, not be a bingeist on things that actually appeal to me and are going well, and try to figure things out, because I did try to figure out, like, the editing and stuff a little bit for, like, the little videos I posted, and that's been pretty successful. So yeah, that does tell me I need to put a little bit more effort. All right, so let's look at my time. 12 minutes, guys. I could chat, right? All right, so 12 minutes. Let's talk about the gotcha business and what happened this period. Look at Wolfie being so loud. Okay, so this is what happened with the gotcha store from 12/21 to 12/29. I'm doing it a little early before we close the month out. My marketplace made 24,000, 4,585 of which was, like, I sold 2 bodegas, I sold Slozempic, I sold baby shower games. Like, I sold a ton of stuff that was outside of gotcha, so that's what I made there. So in total, 24,961, which is nothing to sneeze about, I don't think. Let's see what that is. 24,999. We're just going to round up a little bit. That's like $111, so not bad. My non-gotcha store, I had, first of all, I sold everything for 100 Linden, and I had a Black Friday sale, and I made $9,629, and I also made that for my gotcha store. So my gotcha store, I think I want to get rid of it because I can't predict, like, if it's going to make $5,000, $500, $10,000 lindens. Like, I just don't know. So I think I'm going to ride it out one more month, and I'm going to see how it goes. But I've been taking things little by little off my gotcha store and posting it into Marketplace. A few have sold, so this is what I'm looking at there. And then 6,218 is events. Like, I'm only part of the 65 Linden event, and there has been some issues with the event. Like, the issues is, like, I know life is lifing for everyone. I know that life is lifing. But what I will say is this. It comes back to consistency again. So I think it's important, and you guys know that as a hard and fast rule, I do think it's important that we as creators or people who participate in events, we do need to promote our own shit for sure. But also, you're paying enough money where you can expect some promotion, right? And I think what's happening with the 65 Linden grab sale event is just like the promotion, at least for the past few weeks, just have not been there. Like, I've tried to talk it out. So I love this sale. I love Posh, but the promotion just has not been there. And I don't know if it's because of the holidays or personal issues or just being overwhelmed, probably being overwhelmed because a lot of people who work in SL tend to do a lot. Like, I know she has the stores, two events and things like a weekly event and a monthly event. So I know that there's a lot, but to ensure that people come back and to ensure that, you know, like this is a mutually beneficial situation. Like everybody needs to do what needs to be done. And I would say for a gotcha event, right? Like if not a gotcha event, excuse me guys, but just an event in general, if you wanted to join an event, like you want to make sure that they have a gallery like on Facebook or print feed, or even, I don't know if you could do it on print feed, but like Instagram. So everything that is being sold at the event for that week or weekend or month, excuse me, a monthly event should be posted in some type of gallery. There should be blasts going out to the free advertisement groups. And then if there's like a raffle or something, I know 65 Linden and Posh Event is really good about the raffles and stuff. Those things are helpful too. But if you're missing any of those three things, I don't know if that would be the event that you'd want to take a chance on, especially since there are so many events right now. So, Posh and I did talk about it the week before last, and it got a little better, but then it kind of reverted back again. I'll see what happens in the new year. I've definitely applied for like tons and tons of more events. I have so much being created in the back end. Like I have a fish tank, I'm working on a building, I'm working on laundry decor, and I wanted to put out a dress for New Year's Eve. Like, cause Sky, I'll put her marketplace down below. She makes amazing texture. So if you guys want to just modify your house and bring it up to date, she makes amazing PBR texture. So yeah, those are just some of the things that I've learned, some of the goals that I have for this year. Like I said, I'm going to get rid of the gotcha store. I'm definitely going to create more stuff, and I'm definitely going to try to get into more events, and hopefully more events with a little bit more traffic. So the total for the month was $40,808. Let's see what that is. So we do have proof of concept, right? 40,808. And that is $180 USD. I'm really proud of that. I'm happy with that. Like if I stay in the $200 range, I would be really happy. But the first quarter, I want to get into the $300 range. Like we want to improve as we go on, right? All right, so let's move on from that. I want to, okay, she said I might need to change the landing point, but thanks. Who's this lady? That's so funny. Okay. Okay. All right. So we took care of that. Let's go to Olivia's store. I just want to see, like, this is a new gotcha store. Guys, I am by no means a gotcha expert. Oh, I think this store is gone. Yeah, the store is gone, guys. Yeah, the store is gone. Okay, let's go back home. There's something I want to show you. Like, I've kind of been working on this, or maybe I should do this in another video, like outfit ideas for New Year's Eve. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in world or out of world. Like, to go out of world, to go real life New Year's Eve partying, my family typically celebrates in Florida every single year, and I didn't get the tickets because I just thought like this year would be different, like for some reason, and I don't know, like I thought that I thought that I would have a reason to spend it in SL, but I really don't at this point. So my goal is to find a cheap ticket or something affordable that I could pay off my credit card in like the next 3 months and go. But if I don't go, I'll make a video and either way, and I'll just show you guys like some outfits that I think that rate that you might want to try out for New Year's Eve. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It was a lot of musings. Thank you for listening to that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And we have proof of concept with the gacha business for existing gachas, which were initially transferable, and now that you're posting to marketplace or your store where you can actually see what the item is, doesn't seem to be disrupting TOS in any shape, fashion, or form. So I would continue going with that, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys. I love you. Have an amazing day and be safe over the holidays as well.